Okay, everybody, we should be live. So today, playing American Truck Simulator for the first time with a racing wheel. It's the Thrustmaster T150, as I said. So I'm not really having to use my keyboard at all. I have it set up so most of the stuff can be done with the wheel. This is Truckers MP. So we do have a CB radio up top, which is still the regular X key right here. Everything else pretty much can be done through the wheel. I have engine start right here. So we have engine start. We have lights down on the base of the Thrustmaster here on the buttons under the mode button. We have a horn button down here. We have the parking brake, apply and release. It's the same button, just toggles it on and off. We have our, on our L2 button, we have our left turn signal, which you can either push again to cancel, or when you turn the wheel back, it will cancel. Same for the right. I'm using the custom steering wheel mod from Steam, the download, the add-on pack. Other than that, we have our cruise control on our D-pad. So left on the D-pad is cruise control on and off. Up is accel, down is decel on the speed, increase and decrease speed, and then right is resume. Paddle shifters, this truck, I usually use them in automatic. So left, the one you would normally use to upshift, or I mean not the left, the right, the one you would normally use to upshift is, you know, up, so drive. Left is down to neutral, reverse, you know, right back up, so back into gear. Standard pedal setup, throttle, brake. Other than that, everything else is pretty much standard. It is a force feedback wheel, so you can feel some stuff when you're driving. On the triangle button here, we have the hazard toggle. So we can do that. So that is pretty much the setup for the wheel. The thing I like most about it is it gives you so much more control of the truck than you would get with just the keyboard. We're in Truckers MP right now, so I'm going to run this red light because nobody pays attention to the lights. It gives you so much more control. You can see how smooth the steering is. It's just overall a lot better than, you know, it's the keys on the keyboard aren't going to work because of the steering wheel. So that's not a realistic, you know, example of how it really turns if you use the keyboard. But, you know, so using the keyboard, it's basically a toggle switch. You have, you know, full throttle, no throttle, full brake, no brake. You know, the steering wheel doesn't turn that fast when you do that. But it's not, you know, realistic, obviously, because you don't jerk your steering wheel to the left when you're driving a car or a real truck for that matter. So being able to smoothly steer back and forth instead of, you know, turning like that or turning like that every time you hit the button on the keyboard or the key on the keyboard is so much nicer. Another thing is that being a force feedback wheel, now that I'm, you know, going 74 miles an hour in the game, it does steering right around here, it gets a little tight. So it does get tighter for the speed that you're going. And like if you're going uphill, downhill, stuff like that, you can feel that in the wheel. I'm gonna pull over for a second here. When we pass this thing. I like having the throttle that you don't have to do full throttle either. I like being able to drive realistically and slow. Put the parking brake on real quick. I'm going to show you some of the settings. So if you go to options, controls, you see we have it on keyboard and the Thrustmaster racing wheel, which also includes the pedal sets. So the transmission is in real automatic. It's in high power mode for this truck. I don't really know what these do. I haven't seen these before when using the keyboard, so I'm not too familiar with those. But we have all the different force feedback stuff, which I just left on the default, so you can feel like the engine like idling, like when you turn, if you turn this up quite a bit and you're sitting like this and you're turning the wheel left to right, you can feel the engine idling. If you give it some, you know, throttle, you can gradually do it. You can feel it change, which is really cool. It's not so much noticeable when you're driving because you're you know, you have the force feedback from the road and stuff as well. And this wheel, I don't know if it's the same for all wheels. You don't feel much when you're not turning the wheel, so you have to be moving the wheel, you know, a little bit even like this, like what I'm doing right now to go around this curve. You have to move the wheel to feel the force feedback. You don't get too much force feedback when you're just driving in a straight line, which I think is normal for most wheels. It's not like a I forget what they call them, but it makes your seat vibrate and stuff like that, so you feel the road and all that kind of stuff. But they do have stuff like that that you can get. I don't know if it will work with American Truck Simulator or not, but they exist. We're gonna drive. We're just gonna kind of cruise. I'm actually gonna switch trucks here in a second, because I like the W900 a little bit better. I was just driving this one earlier. Same button. Shuts the engine down. I hit it twice and it turned it back on now. Let's see. So we're gonna go to Truck Manager. We're gonna pull out our W900, just a day cab, 200-gallon tank. So we're gonna go ahead and do. Oops, somebody else spawned. We're gonna do a key on, marker lights on, engine start. Same thing you do at the keyboard. Just tap the button. We have horn. You know, horn tile, hold it for more horn. I like being able to like do the throttle. That's like the best part. You're not like, because that's the keyboard. So you know you can't hold it one spot. You gotta like tap the key really fast. This you can actually hold it. And it's pretty easy to do with these pedals. Like I said, this is Truckers MP, so there's people, they all spawn here on top of each other. But you can just see how gradually I can steer and how I can control the speed a lot better. So I'm just gonna stomp on the gas right now. So it just, goes pretty fast. Full brake, full gas, and then gradually on the throttle to speed up. And then if you stomp on it again, right from where I am now, to just stomp on it. Sometimes the truck will downshift, like that. So it is realistic. We're not stopping the lights. Only thing I can't get with Truckers MP is I can't get I can't map a CB button to talk on the CB to the wheel, because that's through separate settings right here. So you still gotta use the X key. Not a big deal, I don't talk on it too much anyway. You can hook a shifter up to this this wheel and pedal set too, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about doing clutch, but I think you can do a shifter, so you can use that with the game. Some people have it set up so they can look around without using the mouse. I don't know how people do that. I know some people have different like head trackers and stuff that they use. You won't see me turning. Like if I was gonna turn here, I wouldn't really look, just because it's just a game and it's not that serious. So all you have to fight for this is the force feedback. So you get a lot better turning control at higher speeds too than you do using the keyboard, because it kind of simulates its own force feedback. When you're using the keyboard, there's no way to apply pressure. So right now I can actually turn pretty good and make some pretty sharp turns instead of the slower turns you get just with the keyboard. Like, it's fighting me to go back the other way right now just because of the way the road's curved and stuff like that. And the wheel also auto calibrates itself when you plug it in, so it'll make a full 360-degree turn and then back the other way. So it auto calibrates the pedals and all that kind of stuff. And then you can mess with the settings in ATS itself for the wheels. Like I said, we don't really, in Truckers MP, we don't really do the speed limit. It's kind of just however fast your truck can go. People like to get where they're going, so I have it to the floor right now, and it's just, you know, however fast it goes is however fast we're going. But, you know, speed limit, let's see, it's 55, so I wanted to hold it at 55. You know, I can easily hold it at 55. That's not a big deal. Using the pedal, a little bit harder doing that with the, you know, with the keyboard, like I said. A lot easier to control the truck driving wise. As you can see, like, I can stay in the lane without having to be all over the road like if I was using the keyboard. If I want to set the cruise control, I have it set to the right on my D-pad. So there you go, we're on cruise control. I can turn it off. We'll slow down a little bit and resume. You know, I'm swerving just because I'm talking and only half paying attention. It's not the wheel or anything like that. So that's resume. You know, hit it again to cancel or hit the brake. If you look down right above, right on the right side, second gauge over, first row. Here, I'll bump it a little bit. You can see that gauge kind of flop up and down. So that's the air pressure going to the brakes. So you can see I can gradually do brakes, just like I said. These people are probably wondering what we're doing. Let's see if they're on the radio. Hey, driver, you on CB?
Yeah.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
So you can see some drivers do use CB. We'll get out of range pretty quick though, so we're gonna do a little illegal maneuver here, just to see what he's hauling. Not into the guardrail. Or we're going in the guardrail. So you get that force feedback when you get in that dirt like that. It does affect it, which is, you know, obviously realistic. Turned around here to give you guys a hand with that load you got. See, it's pretty big.
Yeah, me and him has a lot of damage on our vehicle.
Yeah, I flipped a Yui in the dirt there, coming back to come up behind you, and I ran right into the guardrail pretty good.
How much damage you got?
I'm only 18%. We're pretty good.
Oh, okay. Too bad you couldn't hook up the people load.
Yeah, it would be better if you could push people too. Help get those heavy loads up the hill. They should have added that in.
Yeah. Are you new to this game?
No, I've been playing for a while, but I just got a wheel today, so I'm using the wheel and pedals now.
Ah.
Makes it so much better.
Yeah. Me and him has like 80% on both of ours.
I don't know how to work if you get going up that hill. I might be able to push you and help you get up, but I don't know how much of it it'll actually do. You got her started again?
He said no. Me and him sent in Discord.
Tell me when you get her started. I'll try to get you up the hill.
He got her. Do you have Discord by any chance?
I don't.
He says he's gonna stop put his diff in.
He's gonna what?
Put his diff in.
10-4. I'll push up against him so he doesn't roll back. Do you have a mic or is he typing?
He has a mic, but it's on his phone.
Ah, okay.
Do you like this game?
That's pretty fun. I wish they'd add a couple more realistic, like breakdowns and stuff other than just like when you crash.
Yeah, I know. I'd like it better if I had a wheel and better driver's card.
Yeah, the wheel makes it so much better because you don't have to on the keyboard it's basically, left turn, right turn, throttle, no throttle, but this you can actually, do different stuff with it.
Yeah. I'm running on internal graphics right now.
How's it run on that? Pretty bad.
I don't know, but it's horrible. I'm running like 20 frames on low.
Yeah, it's pretty low. What processor do you have?
AMD Exxon 2 or something like that.
I just built my computer a couple months ago, so I got an i7.
Ti.
Yeah, I'm using a 1050 Ti with an i7. It works perfectly fine.
Does it? Hey, we're all gonna S7, right?
You're gonna what? We're gonna do a little upgrade here. 10-4 Carson. Hey, Carson, I'll join in a few. I'm waiting on somebody. Cortana, really? Yeah, anybody watching the stream wants to join the game, we'll be hanging out around LA for a little bit if you guys want to join in and meet us there. Or meet wherever we are. I'm gonna head back to LA with this truck. We're in LA now. I'm gonna head back to the LA shop with this truck.
Alright.
Okay, anybody that wants to join in, I'm waiting for you in Phoenix. Or not Phoenix, LA. Hey, where are you at, CJ?
For this stuff, are you on a truck company? One 13, are you in a truck company? What's up, F?
Hey, I just had a couple people that are coming over to meet me.
Do a
I was waiting for somebody to come meet me from Phoenix. Where's that load going to?
Bakersfield.
I'd follow you up and then catch up if they want to.
Do
I said I can follow you up to Bakersfield and they can catch up if they want to.
Alright. Let me drop this load. You want to race up there?
Sounds good to me. Let me just set it on my map so I don't miss any turns.
They'll be road, so hold on. Yeah, it has say 60 miles, but me brush that off quick. Me I got F7 come back.
Let me know when you're ready.
Get in the left-hand shoulder. Go ahead and count down.
Here, do it on, I'm gonna honk my horn 3 times. Do it on the third beep.
What?
Hey, Tank, we got a race coming through on your left.
Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll just go ahead and race Baker Shield, and we're gonna do something else after this.
Never.
maxing out at?
106.
God.
I just flipped all the way over. Did you copy?
Dang, no, you won.
What?
But that was crazy going into the city, though.
Did you see me flip?
Yeah.
That's the thing about the wheel though, like when you're playing with the keyboard, like it just slowly like turns when you're at higher speeds. But if you have like a force feedback wheel, all you gotta do is fight like the force feedback and it just still turns. So like you can just like, you can be going like fast and make a turn. What engine do you have in there?
I have the 625 and 18 speed.
Oh, you gotta use the 7-speed to get you more speed when you're not hauling.
Yeah.
I normally don't haul loads, I just drive around.
Yeah, I guess we could try a race again. Well, hold on. I guess we could cruise around Bakersfield.
Are there any cool like cities in the game?
Not really.
Like there's nowhere that stands out that'd be cool to like go.
What'd you say?
There's nowhere that like stands out that'd be cool to go.
Alright, come on over here.
You need to get fuel. I added you on Steam, by the way.
let's take this baby on the interstate for a second.
You want to get fuel later?
Daryl, you copy?
Yeah.
Daryl?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey man, how you been? Yeah, hanging in there. I'm out camping, and the Wi-Fi here is a piece of crap, so I'm pinging out every once in a while.
Hey, Peterbilt, where'd you go?
I went left from the garage.
Hold on, pull over.
Yeah, Alex.
There we go. Almost lost it. Oh. Shit.
Alright, let's try this too. Let's get her wide open.
Hold on, stop at the fuel station.
You do Apple reviews.
Sometimes. Almost lost it.
Do what?
I was on 2 wheels for a second.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta get off here. I'll get back on here in a little bit. All right.
Alright, just send me a message and see and let me know where you are.
All right. Sorry.